So we're going to talk about digital marketing during the holidays. Usually this time of year, I've got tons of clients that all they focus on is how to get them through their November and their December because they've got inventory, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. They have the 12 days of Christmas. Sometimes they have other elements to life too that they're just trying to move their inventory and make as many sales as possible the last 8 weeks of a fiscal year / calendar year, depending on how you look at things. So my name is Katie. For those of you who do not know me, I met Linda about 6, almost 8 weeks ago. Just happened on Meetup. And I figured maybe this group would be a really good group for me to connect with here in North Carolina with other 1099 ladies. It's been a really good marketing thing. It's also been a really good social thing because it gets us together. So that's how I know Linda. And I have been doing outside the box solutions since 2012. I've done it a little over 8 years now. I originally started in Colorado and I relocated over to North Carolina in May of 2019. So I've been here in the North Carolina area a little over a year. So that's a quick synopsis of who I am. I don't like when people jibber jabber about themselves. So diving in, we're going to talk about the to-dos. These are just quick things. Do be authentic. Yes, you definitely hear it a lot, but it matters more now than ever. People don't like fake people to begin with. And I think in this pandemic, a lot of fake people have been kind of washed among the seeds, washed among the landscape, let's say, because you realize who they are very quickly in a pandemic. You see a lot of political stuff has kind of come up. So be authentic as a business owner. Be you. Be professional, but be you. Also, do be kind. Humanity is in all sorts of stressed out. So your posts need to be small little lighthouses of hope and kindness, both from a personal sense and a professional sense. I get the fact that we all have emotional roller coasters. Some people are doing quite well in the pandemic, some people are not. But when you are a business owner, your professional and your personal posts are both looked at. Some people don't really even have a business page. They just have a page and they have everything on there. Be mindful on what you post year round, but specifically during the holidays, because people, if they are going to open up their pocketbooks, as the expression goes, they're going to open it up more likely to somebody who they can relate to and that is kind. Also be flexible. That's one of the to-dos that I think people sometimes don't always remember, is having that wiggle room. So they're going to shop with you November, they're going to shop with you December, and as we turn 2021 into our calendars, they should be able to shop with you there. And I've got a couple quick ideas on how to do that. Diving in, we're going to do Black Friday. Most people do something on Black Friday. Black Friday is going to be the Friday after Thanksgiving. Obviously, the hashtag is Black Friday 2020. For those of you who like your hashtags and understand your hashtags, it's simple. It will keep you relevant, especially out on Instagram right now. Heads up on that. If you're a brick and mortar, if you can open up your store, have no more than 3 deals going on that day. Perhaps it's a BOGO deal. Let's say that you're in the restaurant world and you have got appetizers that are typically on your menu. Let's say you've got somebody that comes in for lunch, buy an entree, get a mini appetizer for free. This could be something, mozzarella cheese sticks normally come 8 to a basket. You do a mini appetizer and it's only 4. So they feel like they're getting something and you are still making somewhat of a profit and you're making everybody happy. Another deal is maybe to do some type of deal during special hours. I put on the slide an example of 3 to 5. Maybe in your store, let's say that you've got a candle shop. Maybe there's a particular scent that's going to be on special from 3 to 5. Maybe it's evergreen. Maybe it's pumpkin pie. Fill in the blank. But it gives you an idea that you have something super special on Black Friday that's just a 2-hour window of your day when your shop is open. Also offering gift wrap. This is huge for people right now. Go to the dollar store, make it easy. I've got a couple slides down the road that talk about this. But holiday wrapping is great. Also having the different colors of the different holidays that are going to be around not just Christmas related. We've got Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, we've got a couple other ones. So make sure you've got that colorful option. Double check with people as you're wrapping. Is this for a Hanukkah present? Is this for Christmas? It could even be birthday. My own dad has a birthday in the middle of December. He and his brother are born 10 years apart. So when I wrap stuff, I have birthday wrap for him and I've got Christmas wrap for him, because I know there are obviously two different reasons we're celebrating in December. Something else to just keep in mind is have those colorful options. For virtual stores, you're going to want to schedule out your content on your Facebook page or group, depending on what you use the most of. I suggest starting early in the morning and going to 12 midnight. Early in the morning can be 6 a.m., it could be 8 a.m., depending on how you operate. If you are not a morning person, I'd start around 8 o'clock in the morning. And this literally is just to move your inventory out. Take a good look at your inventory. Let's say that you have, again, a candle shop, for example, and you have a ton of 1 cent. For whatever reason, it's not moving. Make that a Black Friday deal where you get that scent for 25% off, but only for a couple hours in the morning. Maybe it's only 8 to 12 noon. It gives you options to create your sales the way you want to sell them on Black Friday. You're going to create deals like a BOGO or free gift with purchase. I know a lot of MLM companies and direct sales companies in your back office, sometimes you have that shopping area where you can get stuff at a really, really good discount. Buy those kind of things throughout the year, specifically for your November and December sales. Those make great free gift or BOGO. Hey, you bought X. I have this really cute thing that goes for it. Normally it's $10, but because you bought X, I'll give it to you for $5. And in reality, you might have bought that item for $1. So those are the type of things that you want to keep track of in the MLM and direct sales type businesses when you've got inventory options of that nature. I would also recommend for your virtual sales to make sure you collect payment within 72 hours. So you can basically start a tab, let's say, on Black Friday, and it goes Black Friday, Small Business Saturday. That Sunday, usually Sunday, most people just have off. They have a day of breather, let's say, and then Cyber Monday. And you can collect all funds Tuesday morning or something of that nature. And that way people will buy within the 3 days of that weekend after Thanksgiving. They're more inclined, let's hint at, to buy for themselves, potentially for gifts, for neighbors, all three of those days. If they know they can pay at the very end, they can accumulate their shopping cart, let's say. I'm going to go on to Small Business Saturday. This is an American Express idea for those of you who may not know what Shop Small is about. I love the hashtag Shop Small and Shop Local. These are the ones they created. You can drop 2020 at the end, or you can just leave them be. When you leave them be, there's a much higher amount of the posting you're going to see for hashtags, especially out on Instagram. For brick and mortar, if you can open up your business, because I don't know exactly where you're going to be. I know some states have restrictions, some don't. And honestly, by the time we get to Thanksgiving, we could all be in a different element of restrictions. So if you can open up, I would suggest, if you're allowed to put on some extra hours. I know that people are avoiding crowds, obviously due to COVID-19. So creating a special deal, maybe for the first 2 hours opening. Let's say you're a restaurant and typically you would open up on a Saturday around 11 o'clock in the morning and you'd close around 9 o'clock. If you can open maybe an hour earlier and close an hour later, then that gives you 2 more hours of time that people can shop with you. Come in and get a drink, get a chicken basket, get fill in the blank, whatever your restaurant serves. Do create a special for the first 2 hours of opening. Not a lot of small businesses do that for Small Business Saturday. They just have in general a big sale, 25% off all day long. But if you create a special sale for the first 2 hours, it'll get more people in your store for those first 2 hours spending money. I would also do something kind of middle of the day. Again, I do that 3 to 5 p.m. because I know at that point you're going to have usually people without families, because if you've got small children, that's usually during nap time. So you may get grandparents that are coming in. You may get young couples without kids. You may get singles that come in. during that time frame. And if you can promote it right, between 3 and 5, it can be 2 money-making hours for you. I would also do hidden sales for the bonus hours. So let's say that you do have a restaurant and you open up at 10 a.m. on Small Business Saturday. Maybe you get a free hot coffee or a free hot drink between 10 and 11. Or if you're staying open an hour later, that last hour that you're able to be open. Again, this is totally depending on what your restrictions are at the time, because everybody knows that our restrictions seem to change every 2 weeks anyhow at the moment. So if you're allowed to do this, if you're allowed to be open past, say, 10 o'clock for, a curfew, because we have a lot of those going on in the US at the moment, that last hour, the same special that you can do in the morning, if it can be done in the evening, repeat it. If not, maybe you come up with something different. Maybe you have dessert that last hour, where you buy an entree, you get a dessert for free. Or if you buy non-alcoholic drinks, you get root beer float. You get something that's a little bit different for that last hour of being open. Again, this is under the assumption and presumption that brick and mortar businesses will be open during this time, that we're not going to be in a complete lockdown, because again, we just don't know. So I'm trying to think of things that can potentially work, not really knowing what our restrictions are going to be and not knowing exactly where you are coming from, whomever is watching this. Your virtual store, again, 2-hour blocks of time. It's a great concept. Let's say that you start your Small Business Saturday and you're going to be open starting at 8 a.m. 8 to 10, have a deal. 10 to noon, have a deal. Have them in the 2-hour increments and continue moving out your inventory. This is perfect for MLM companies and direct sales companies. This is also really good for Small Business Saturday for artisans. If you are a jeweler, if you are somebody who literally paints and you're an artist, this may be a really cool thing where you can take the smaller prints that you have in your workspace that you really don't know exactly what you want to do. Maybe you have a 2-hour special where all of your 5x7s or your 8x10s, whatever the smallest print you have available, maybe you put all those on a really good deal where they're 30% off, or they're buy one, get one 30% off. I don't know. You know what your budgets are, you know what your goals are for what you want to make and what you need to make, because they're two different elements to it all. Virtual stores for Small Business Saturday, holiday gift wrap. Love this idea. I was in drug sales business, MLM style business for a couple years in my 20s. And this is something that I offered, especially during the holidays. People loved it. Went to the dollar store, got tissue paper, bags. I kept it simple then. Nowadays, definitely keeping it simple because of everything that's going on in our lives. We need to make our lives a little bit simple while definitely helping our clients make their lives a little simpler. Offer out-of-state shipping for gifts as well. I personally would always recommend using U.S. Postal Service. 1, because they have some of the best rates around. 2, we're saving the post office. That was a huge thing for 2020 this year. On top of everything else we had going on in our lives was the post office, is making sure we have a post office. So I love this idea of artisans here in North Carolina. I've already started buying my Christmas, and they have actually made a lot of their items, and they're just kind of keeping them for me. And they've got a USPS box. They probably have an Excel spreadsheet and my mom's address and her name and a ship date. My dad's, my aunts, my uncles. I've got tons of gifts that I'm having sent over. I'm not doing a lot of gifts this year, but the gifts I'm doing are handcrafted small business gifts. They're the gifts that I know that my family's going to appreciate. They're going to enjoy. So having that opportunity for virtual business to say, hey, I can ship to Albuquerque for you. I can ship to Honolulu for you. Just keep an Excel spreadsheet. Make sure you grab your client's family member's name, address, shipping date, so on and so forth. I would also go to the post office and get advice from them on when you need to ship stuff. Usually there's deadlines, but because of all of the chaos of our world at the moment, these deadlines are being pushed closer and closer and closer to December 1st this year versus being more middle of the month to ensure that you have enough time for it to get there for Christmas, and it won't arrive a couple days after Christmas. So tip to the wise on that one. Cyber Monday. Traditionally, Cyber Monday is going to be a holiday, let's say, for more shopping to occur. People have gone back into the office after their Thanksgiving break, and they're thinking, oh my gosh, I need to get something for Aunt Jean. I need to find something for Uncle Billy. I need to find something for so-and-so. And they're going to go online and do this. So Cyber Monday, I'm honestly not sure how it's going to go this year because we don't really have a lot of traditional office mates. I know in certain areas of the country, we do have more office buildings that are slowly filling up. But again, this could very well change by the time we reach our Thanksgiving timeframe based on the restrictions that may or may not be put in place. That being said, for Cyber Monday, if you are brick and mortar and you're able to open your doors, have a section of your space for one-off gifts. These are going to be something, for example, we're going to go back to this candle shop. You own a candle shop and you have a very strange candy cane scented candle. It doesn't really smell like a candy cane, but you have 10 of them left. I would recommend, if you've got a store, to have a special basket or area that just has Cyber Monday deals. Simple sign, and they can ask as customers are coming in and asking questions. Hey, I see that you've got this candy cane candle. What do you mean Cyber Monday? Well, it is such a unique scent that I figured, because it's Cyber Monday and I know most people would traditionally be online, I've got a couple things I just wanted to make sure that you have a chance for. Always try and make things appear better than they are sometimes, especially with your one-offs. If you have sales from Black Friday or Small Business Saturday that made you money, repeat them today, meaning Cyber Monday, if the supplies and inventory is still there. So if you have really good sales that happen during Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, and you still have the inventory, just simply repeat them. There's no harm in repeating something that's already worked for you because you know you're going to be making money. For virtual stores, only focus on your one-offs and your one-of-a-kinds. Direct sales companies, MLM companies, you may have those hostess exclusive type items, type products. This is a perfect day where on your Facebook scheduling or your Facebook group scheduling, you're going to highlight that. I would also recommend for Cyber Monday for virtual stores, if you've got a VIP club, to do something with them that day. They're going to think, oh my gosh, Black Friday's come and gone and Small Business Saturday's come and gone. If you do it right, you'll be dropping hints in November in your VIP group or club, however you want to phrase it, that Cyber Monday, they're going to have exclusive deals, and keep exclusive deals for them. Maybe if you're looking to actually have some type of virtual hosting or something going on for December, maybe if you book a party in December, let's say on Cyber Monday, you get 3 extra gifts. Those are going to be those gifts that, again, with the MLM and the direct sales companies, you buy in your back office that are just kind of random gifts, let's say. So hopefully it gives you some ideas for Cyber Monday. The updates for 2020. We're going to do Black Friday, Small Business Saturday. VS is virtual stores. BAM is brick and mortar, just so we all know. So I would allow more time for your payments for virtual stores so they can shop more. Most of the time in the past, people have done this, but not always. Some people want you to have just a Black Friday shopping cart, a Small Business Saturday shopping cart, and they don't want you to combine a couple of days of shopping and wait till the very end. This year, I would definitely allow more time. People are watching what they're spending their money on, so let them spend their money on things that they know they're going to like, things that they know are going to be good gifts and make a difference, not only in their lives, but in your life too. For BAM, gift cards should be your bestie this year. You should use them as carrots. I'm going to explain this. If you can get somebody to buy a gift card in November for them to spend in December, also offer them a gift card for the first 60 days of 2021. Let's say that you're a restaurant and somebody comes in and they want to buy a couple gift cards. I need to get something from my boss. I need to get something for my neighbor. I need to get something for my teacher who, my kid on the Zoom calls keeps having very interesting backgrounds for a Zoom call right now. And I just want to thank my kid's teacher for putting up with all of our Zoom disasters. What I would recommend is having that opportunity. Thank you so much for coming in. We have a gift card that can help them for December. We also have a gift card that's meant for the first 60 days of 2021. This allows people to spend money with you in November, come back, spend money in December, because most people, if you've got a $25 gift card and they spend $30, $40, that's more money that goes into your world, let's say. And then you also have money that's coming in either January or February of 2021. That is what I call carrot. You allow them to think long-term in a way, but they know, okay, so one gift card is just for December, and then one gift card is for the first 60 days. So maybe they gift a gift card to the teacher that's for December, and another gift card that's for the first 60 days of 2021 goes to their pastor, goes toward their boss, goes toward their best friend, a white elephant gift, whatever it may be. Because I know we will have some type of gift exchanges in life still. I don't know exactly what they're going to look like because, again, nobody has a crystal ball for restrictions we may or may not have. But it's a very unique way of you ensuring that people have money in the month of November as well as December and the first 60 days of 2021. Also for BAM, as I've made it, create deals for December shopping that also happen in 2021. Let's say you're a candle shop again. I don't know why I like candles today, but I do. And in that way, you're going to have people come in on Black Friday. They're going to spend some deals. You can have some flyers. Hey, I got some other deals coming up in December. In case you're interested, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drop that flyer in your bag with your receipt. And you're going to talk about other sales that you have coming up in December. And the same thing you're going to do in December is when people come in, let's say that you're going to do the first and second weekend of December, you're going to have some different sales and deals going on. In that case, you're going to want to do the same thing. You're going to want to create a flyer that talks about deals that you have for January or February. February, obviously, we have Valentine's Day. Depending on what kind of business you have, there's money that's always going to have some type of play during Valentine's Day. I'm going to let you digest that. For Cyber Monday, some updates. If you are brick and mortar, BAM, as I've said, push the gift cards in the 2021 deals. This is, again, a great time for people if you've got a website and you've got a webmaster who can help with on that particular day for Cyber Monday. They can go to your website. They can purchase a gift card that is for December and a gift card that's for the first 60 days of 2021. Do it. Like the little note says, you want them to shop in December and come back in January, February, that should say of 2021. Oops, typo. And to keep them coming back. This is because small businesses have been hit tremendously over the last 6 to 9 months, as we all know. So by having people spend money in November, again in December, and having a reason to come back in the first 60 days, it allows you to kind of be a place that maybe they stop in once a month and you start making a regular customer, a regular client, a regular face for you. And that's also kind of what we need in life. We need that regular schedule. We need that sense of familiarity, right? So why not try during our small business Saturday time frame, right? Our Thanksgiving sales to do so. Just something to ponder. For virtual stores for Cyber Monday, that VIP group or page should be your focus. Schedule out hints starting mid-November so that you know how you have deals just for them. One thing that a lot of people either know about or don't, depending on what industry you are in, is the 12 days of Christmas. A lot of MLM and direct sales companies do this. It's typically going to be for virtual stores, but I have seen over the last few years, obviously prior to 2020, a real surge in brick and mortar stores doing it. The first 12 days of December, they will have something that's on sale. They'll have something that's different. If you're a wine shop, let's say, maybe you have a wine every day for the first 12 days of December, that is 15, 20% off. And that's the only deal you have that day. But it's the 12 days of Christmas. To be all inclusive, you can do the 12 days of the holiday season. You could just do the first 12 days of December, and you can keep it super generic. And that way, in case you are sensitive to the array of holidays we have within the last 8 weeks of a calendar year, you can take that to heart. Like I said, typically it is December 1st through the 12th, with the 13-day being funds. This is for virtual sales and virtual stores. So you're going to have an MLM, direct sales style company. Well, every day they'll have a sale or maybe even multiple sales depending on what's going on. And at the very end, you collect money. With 2020 being a little bit of an unknown factor, I would collect them every day this year versus waiting to the end. If you are in the MLM or drug sales world, this may still be an option for you. You've got to look at what your goals are. You've got to look at what your client base is typically known for as well. Those are factors that you have to look at. You're going to typically start marketing your 12 days of Christmas in the middle of December, and you're going to typically do this on your Facebook business page, because that seems to be where most people are still obviously getting their resources. They're testing out, do I like a company, do I not, based on their Facebook interactions. Like I said, this is designed for more of the MLM style of companies, and it's really to reduce your inventory from a tax perspective. If you do not know what I mean by that, get with your CPA, they'll be able to explain that. At the very bottom of this slide, like I indicated, brick and mortar, you're going to be able to create a deal or put a single item on a deep discount every day. I use the wine shop because I know sometimes as a hostess gift, a lot of people do wine. I have no idea if we're going to be able to really do any type of holiday parties like we've done in the past. Again, restrictions, we don't know where they're going to fall. And right now it could be one of those things where we have a very simple holiday season because we're all just trying to keep humanity moving forward, right? But at least it's something to consider if you're brick and mortar. For 2020 updates, for BAM, I would deeply discount one item each day. I'd create a flyer and make sure it is taken during Black Friday and Small Business Saturday. You can also offer a free item for those in the restaurant or dining industry. Maybe it's something for the first 12 days of December. Each day you have something where if you buy an entree, you get X for free. Or we have a happy hour that's not necessarily that traditional, 4 to 6 or 5 to 7 time frame. Maybe you have a daytime happy hour. It's like lunch happy hour, and it's going to be noon to 2. It's going to be 11 to 1, and you're going to have drink specials that have that opportunity. For virtual stores, really don't differ much from the original setup. The original setup obviously was designed to be socially distant anyhow, so that your 12 days of Christmas with virtual stores really shouldn't change much. You just need to figure out the payment aspect. 2020 ideas in general, things to think about. Think about ways to have your clients or customers shop with you in November and December, plus January and February. So that way they're with you, maybe it'll be 3 months in a row. They'll spend money in November to then come back and spend money in December to then come back and spend money in January. Build that rapport. Kindness will be key to retaining and attracting your clients and your customers, and maybe even new vendors. If you are a small store and you like to have local handmade artisan items, maybe you'll be able to attract more handmade artisans. You'll be able to attract a woman who can paint for like cards, postcards. I live in North Carolina now. I send postcards or cards every week to my family. On average, I send 8 a week. So I love finding small businesses that are artisans and they have cards and postcards. So maybe you're a small business who likes to have that kind of small town vibe, even if you are in a huge metropolitan area and you want to get those local artisans in. That's a great way to do it, is to retain and attract by being kind. Simple but effective. Think of ways to help out others in your shopping center if you're brick and mortar. Let's say you're a brick and mortar and you're a restaurant at the tail end. In the middle, you've got a spa. On the opposite end, you have some type of retail store that does clothing. Work with the people that are in your shopping center to help create buzz for your shopping center, and also maybe do things. Maybe you have some type of scavenger hunt that happens during the first 12 days of Christmas, or the first 12 days of December, and each day there's a different store within that shopping center you go to, and there's a deal. And that's all stuff that obviously you'd want to work with other small business owners on. And you can take the time to create a flyer here in the month of November that's coming up. Make sure that everybody for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday has that flyer somewhere, and they're able to pass it out. So your clients and your customers from that entire center know starting December 1st, okay, I want to go back to the orchards because on day 1, such and such place has this deal. Day 2, I can go to the candle shop and I can get an exclusive candle that day. I don't know what your deals may or may not be. It also allows you to work with your shopping center neighbors, essentially. This can be something too that maybe you do with other small businesses if you're part of a small business association, if you're part of a meetup group, if you're part of some type of organization, you can help build each other's businesses up during the next 8 weeks for November and December and into January and February. Collaborate more with others in the virtual stores space. So what I kind of mean by that is creating virtual online bazaars. So instead of doing a holiday bazaar where you rent out space at a Holiday Inn or some type of hotel space, you take the time and you network within the communities that you know. You're going to know somebody who maybe does nail wraps. You're going to know somebody who sells books. You're going to know somebody who sells makeup. And you all come together and you do a virtual holiday bazaar. Do it about 5 to 7 days. Every day, highlight 1 or 2 of the businesses. Thank people, be kind, be nice. It's a different way to take something that normally would be a great shopping experience and put it virtual, because we won't really know what our restrictions are coast to coast. Nobody knows at the moment, so start thinking ahead now for virtual holiday bazaars. Like I've said in the past, holiday gift wrap. Go to the dollar store for all of your tissue paper needs as well as gift bags. If you are a jeweler, let's say, they have amazing jewelry boxes that you can sometimes get 3 for $1. I've seen them even at 4 for $1. That way you have that little bit of something extra that sets you apart for your holiday wrapping needs. I would also try and connect with a 503c that aligns with your business. So let's say that your business, you own a Italian restaurant, let's say, and your wife has gone through breast cancer and she has survived. She is a fighter and a survivor of breast cancer. We are sitting in October, last few days of October. October is obviously Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Your wife has survived breast cancer. Maybe one of the things you do is Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, or 12 days of December, you highlight a local breast cancer charity. 25% of proceeds done from December 1st through 5th are going to be donated to your local Susan G. Komen Foundation chapter. The December 6th through the 10th will be donated, same 25% of profits and proceeds will be donated to, think of a local charity. I know for some of the bigger metropolitan areas, there are mobile breast cancer awareness screening buses that are sponsored by a variety of things. By doing this and having a 503c that aligns with your business somehow, whether it's a personal connection or it's a direct correlation, it's that kindness matter. And it also can set you up really well for 2021. You'll be able to have some very good community connections and rapports. And people are like, wow, I'm so glad that Dino's Italian restaurant worked with our local Susan G. Komen Foundation Breast Cancer mobile screening van or bus, really. And I didn't know they did that. I think that's really cool. You know, that we've got a family birthday party that we need catered in January. That's where I'm going to go now because they support breast cancer and our family also is touched by breast cancer. You don't know how people correlate what they do, but having that 503c, having that charitable connection the last 2 months of this year to propel you into 2021 is a great idea. Keep that momentum going in 2021. Don't let it just be a holiday charitable thing, because then it becomes a fad and trend, and it's just, no. People can see through that as well. Like I said, be authentic. So authentically find a 503c that matters to you. That's really all I have. So hopefully you got a little bit of a giggle out of Bill Murray. And if you have any questions, reach out to me at the beginning of this slide. There is email as well as telephone number. Hopefully you've learned something. You've gained 1 or 2 ideas in all of this process. I'm going to stop screen share, and that's all I have.